What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Show, where I, Graham G. Matthews, break down all the original content I watch on the WWE Network and on Peacock. And today we're talking the September 12th, 2022 edition of Raw Talk, being hosted by Jackie Redmond back in the studio alongside Matt Camp. So I thought Monday's Raw was actually a good show. Definitely an improvement over what I thought was a dull show last week on Labor Day. So to start off Raw Talk here, they recap the ending to the show that saw Judgment Day beat down Edge and Rey Mysterio following the Edge and Dominic Mysterio main event. It was a fine ending to the show. I'm not a big fan of the whole Judgment Day Edge Rey Mysterio stuff. I really just kind of want them to culminate it. And I know Dominic just turned heel, but I really want them to fast forward to the Edge and Finn Balor match, maybe Rey and Dominic, and then move on. The Dominic heel turn certainly helped. My interest in this feud waned a long time ago. I really just do not care. But anyway, they run down the biggest headlines from Monday's Raw, including recapping the Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair over, her beating Sonya Deville. So a fine match. We've seen it before. Kind of hard to care, but it was okay. Backstage, we catch up with Bianca and Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Bianca says, I know Bayley's got her friends in Damage Control, but I've got friends too. And they're standing right beside her in Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss teases that they have unfinished business with Damage Control, especially now that they are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And Asuka says that Damage Control is not ready for Bianca, Alexa Bliss, or Asuka. Back in the studio, they're bringing the always pointless Jerry the fucking King Lawler. Why the fuck they continue to bring this guy on, I have no fucking clue. As soon as they get his thoughts on what happened with the women, listen, now I know first of all, the fact that he's sitting there in a fucking WWE shirt, like literally just a shirt that has the logo on it, and then a hat that just has the logo on it, is comical. And it makes this next thing that he says even more comical and embarrassing. But I know that he speaks in kayfabe. He favors the heels, and not always, but usually he does, which is why he fucking hated Cody Rhodes when he was on Raw Talk earlier this year. When Jerry was talking about Cody Rhodes. They've never actually had any interaction on the show, but anytime they show an interview of Cody or they show a clip of Cody, Jerry Lawler just does not like Cody Rhodes. Probably not a fan of AEW, because that's where Cody came from. And obviously before that he was in WWE first. But anyway, so he's a big heel guy. He favors the heels. But some of the comments he makes, Jerry Lawler should not be anywhere near a pre-show, a post-show, a commentary team in 2022. He seems like a decent enough guy, but his opinions are always fucking bad. So when they get his take here on the women's title stuff, he said, I don't get the whole love fest for Bianca Belair. I'm not a Bianca Belair fan, and I think she should cut her hair. Now, on the surface, it sounds, okay, what's the big deal? Honestly, you dig a little deeper there, you look at the comment, you kind of analyze it a little bit. It can be taken the wrong way, and I thought that was a very dumb thing for him to say, because Bianca's hair is kind of synonymous with her character. Now, saying she should cut her hair isn't really that big of a deal. He shouldn't be, completely, he should be banned from wrestling for other reasons, but it was a pretty dumb thing to say. It had nothing to do with Bianca herself, her in-ring ability, the storyline, him just kind of being biased against Bianca just for being a heel. Like, you don't hear Corey Graves on commentary, who always favors the heels, saying, Bianca should cut her hair. Maybe he has, and I missed it, but that sounds like a pretty dumb fucking thing to say. So anyway, from there, he's an idiot when he goes on to praise Dominic and says that, Ray never liked you. And anyway, Matt Camp says that Dominic sent a message with what he did at the end of Raw on Monday night. They replayed Damage Control beating Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez, beating them to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, ending their reign at 2 measly weeks. What was the fucking point of even putting the belts on them to begin with if we were only going to do that? I'm glad they won. That being Damage Control, don't get me wrong, but they should have won it from the get-go. What was the fucking point? From there, they recap Johnny Gargano beating Chad Gable and Gargano's singles debut on Raw on Monday night. Also replaying Kevin Owens' great promo, and we hear from Austin Theory. I keep wanting to say Theory, but he is Austin Theory again, thankfully. We hear from him backstage with Sarah Schreiber, and Theory says, he's the youngest Mr. Money in the Bank ever, and he runs down his accolades and all the people he's beaten and shared the ring with, and he doesn't want people downplaying his achievements, including Kevin Owens, and he kind of claims that he's the future, and that was it. He showed great intensity here. I wish we got to hear more of this Theory on Raw. I love the Owens promo, don't get me wrong. The Owens promo was phenomenal. But I wish we got more of a back and forth like we got from Drew and Kevin a couple of weeks ago, and Kevin just didn't completely run over Theory with his promo. Theory did all he said, "Oh, you don't look like me." It was a pretty lame response as he flexed in his face. I thought that was a nice touch, but his promo wasn't really a promo. He didn't really have much of a response for Kevin Owens. So if he cut the same promo here if he cut this promo on Raw, I feel like it would have come across better. But anyway, this was good stuff from Theory. I think he's definitely improving his mic skills and everything else. He's a star on the rise, to be certain. Jerry Lawler says that if he was Theory, he would have punched Kevin Owens right in the face right then and there. I'm sure that would have worked out for you, Jerry. Fuck off. Matt Camp says that Owens is merely probably playing mind games with Theory to get his hands on the contract. Meanwhile, Jerry Lawler is now a Damage Control fan due to the fact they became the new tag team champions on Raw, and by betting on Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, because remember, he was super high on Raquel, but the fact they lost their titles in 2 weeks, it cost them money, he said, obviously in kayfabe, but he's now a Damage Control fan. What an idiot for even betting on them in the first place. The team sucks. I can see why he's a fan of Raquel. I like Raquel. Aaliyah is abysmal. If you put your money anywhere near Aaliyah, you're an idiot, and that includes Jerry Lawler. From there, they talk about Lashley, or rather Riddle, being attacked by Rollins on Raw in the ring. Say that 5 times fast. Before Kevin Patrick catches up with the United States champion Bobby Lashley backstage. Bobby agrees that Rollins is probably his toughest test to date, but he's excited for that challenge come next Monday on Raw when they face off for the United States Championship, because he wants to be a workhorse champion, and he accepts every challenge. And then to close out the interview, God bless Kevin Patrick, he asks Bobby, "Do you think I could pull off the outfit you're currently wearing?" And Bobby says, "No, not at all." I thought that was great. He goes, "But you look great in currently what you're wearing," which I thought was funny. And then that was about it. And then just to kind of close it out from the studio, Matt Camp recalls the past encounters from Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins, saying they've only had around 4 or 5 matches in the last couple of years, and a few of them have been disqualifications. And he's right. They've had a few matches on Raw. They haven't had a full-fledged feud. I remember them having at least 1 or 2 matches back in 2018, 2019, both ending in probably DQ. I'm sure they've had a match this year or in the last year. I can't remember correctly. But yeah, they really haven't had a lot of matches, and I'm sure they're going to work well together not tomorrow night, but next Monday night. And then to wind out, close it out from the studio, they promote Johnny Gargano and Kevin Owens for the bump on Wednesday. So that was Raw Talk in a nutshell for September 12th, 2022. Thank you guys for checking out my review. Kind of a standard show this week. I thought the Theory promo was good. Love hearing from Bobby Lashley. And the promo from the women was fine as well. Jerry Lawler makes this show almost unbearable to sit through whenever he's on. He's a fucking idiot. But the rest of this was okay. So again, guys, thank you for checking out my review. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week. We'll be back with another Raw Talk review right here on the channel next Tuesday. Check out all the other content on the channel between now and then. Have an awesome one. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.